G'day guys, and welcome to another Dreadful Vape Review. Today on the channel we are doing a double take at the Vinci devices. Alrighty, so I've got the Vinci and then the Vinci X. So the Vinci X is external 18650 battery, which is the slightly larger out of the build on these two. Okay, and then the little Vinci or Vinci, however you want to pronounce it, is the internal 1500 mAh battery. So stick around and we'll do the up and close. A couple of weeks ago I was asking out on my Facebook and Instagram and also for you guys here on YouTube to come up with a new name for the up and close. So without further ado, here it is. It's time to inspect a gadget. We'll see you down at the tape.
Inspect the gadget. Inspect the gadget.
Alrighty guys, it's time to inspect the gadget. We have these two Vinci's, the Vinci X and the standard Vinci, and we're just going to do the side-by-side comparison of those. So the X is a little bit taller, obviously, because it needs the 18650 inside there. They've moved the charge port to the bottom of this one, and it's on the front of the X. The profile from the side, once again, the X is just a little tiny bit thicker, and just to give you that extra room for the battery in there. But the front-facing view on those, they're both the same across the back. Alrighty. Now I'll open this one up because I don't have any juice in this tank as yet. They're both held in by some pretty fantastic magnets. Like, it's not just going to fall out. You've really got to sort of tug on these ones. The fill port for these 4.5mm pods is fantastic. Okay, so we get our finger under there. We get our finger under there. Okay, and you can see that is where we fill her up from. Coil positioning goes straight in the bottom. They're a press fit coil. In fact, I have a coil that I'm going to put in this one. And this is from the Vinci box for the small Vinci. Got a 20 to 28 watt 0.6 ohm mesh coil. Okay, so I'll show you how that one goes in. And it just pops straight in there like that. Pretty good little pods. And voila! Automatically adjusts your wattage and won't let you go over the recommended wattage on these coils. So really enjoy that. Now I'll show you on here the airflow control. You've got this little step here, and that lines up with those three holes. Now if we turn it around, we cut half of that off. Now only a little bit of that airflow is coming out. So you can adjust the airflow on these a little tiny bit. Not all that much, but enough to make a little bit of a difference. Now the main differences that I've noticed with using these two devices is the settings. So on the big boy, press it 3 times and it does nothing. On this little guy, oh, now it's auto. Now it's auto and press. Now it's press only. So with P, I need to press the button for it to fire. Auto, it's just puff activated, which is really good for the smaller one. And then you can use both. So if you don't press the button, you forget to, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to fire. after using this one, I tried my hardest to find the settings on the Vinci X. And it drove me mad. Just could not find it. So it'd be kind of cool if there was an update to bring that feature for here, especially if you're using the higher resistance mouth-to-lung style coils on that one. But pretty good feature to have on here. As for the big boy, has this nice big battery cap on the bottom, which is threaded. I like the threaded battery caps because anything with a hinge and a door, I find the doors tend to be a little bit sloppy. And there we go. There's my custom wrapped 18650. Positive up, negative down. On the bottom of the battery cap, you see the little negative symbol, so we know which way it goes in. And then it just tightens up there to snug your battery up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it comes up with your Vinci X gene chip. Okay, so other settings on these. Hold up and the fire button. That's going to lock the device. You can't fire it, you can't change your wattage. It's just locked completely. Unlocked. Now if we hold down and fire, it's going to clear the puff counter. Okay, now if we hold these two down together, it's going to have a look, it's a little graph of the amount of puffs you've had over the last 14 days. So this one's been completely cleared as well. I think it's kind of pointless, it doesn't need to be on there, but some people are interested to see how much life they get out of each coil. Now if we move back over to the little Vinci, once again, up and down, brings you into this chart to have a look at your puff counter. Hold it down to get out of it. Now we are locked. She ain't gonna work. Hold up and fire again, and it's unlocked. Fire and down, puff cleared. So the main features on them are quite similar, but the small Vinci, I think, is actually the better device, having the automatic puff on there or the press activated. So there we go, there we have it. There are those two. Now I'll show you the boxes real quick. Vinci X Space Grey, 70 watt max power. As you see there on the front, your 2-week usage record. All the social media bits and pieces. What you get in the box. And then there's the front again. Here is the small Vinci, the standard Vinci limited edition. Now, there's not really anything limited edition about it besides the fact that this packaging comes with 5 extra coils, which is fantastic. All of the same socials, the same bits and pieces on the back to tell you what is in the box. Okay, pretty standard packaging. Device comes in here, 2 spare coils. In here you'll find all of your warranty card, business, charger, spare coils, quality control stamps, gene chip and such. So now we have all of that out of the way, we'll bring this little guy back. Okay, that's the 0.6 ohm coil that we had before. Now I'm actually going to fill this guy up and show you how easy it is. That goes straight in there. I usually hold it up on its corner and then just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now 4.5 ml of liquid capacity I think is absolutely amazing for what this is. it's just such a small device with such a large capacity, and it's actually 5.5 mil, not 4.5. 5.5 mil of juice. What? I just don't know where it goes. But boom, there we go. That is the Vinci X in space grey, single 18650, and its little brother, just the Vinci. So let's head back up top and let's talk about those ones. See you up there. Okay guys, thanks for inspecting these gadgets with me. What did you think? Which one do you like the look of better? I think pros and cons for these. Obviously, the larger of the two has got the much larger battery, being the external, any 18650. If you want a 2000 mAh 18650 or a 3000 mAh 18650, it's still going to have the much better, longer battery life. But the functions on the small Vinci, I really enjoyed a lot more. The puff activation, like, seriously. Don't even have to press the button. Now, when I was using this, I really thought that I could use those same settings on the larger one, and I looked high and low through all of the settings, through all of the user's manual to try and find out where those settings went. You know, they're practically the same device. They're in the same family line of devices. Will it puff activate for me? No, it won't. But it will go up to 70 watts for those higher wattage users, where the small Vinci cuts out at 40 watts. So it was pros and cons coming from both sides. Like, obviously the smaller one, most small devices will cap out at 30 or 40 watts. So it wasn't expected that it would go much higher. But the great thing is there's a huge coil compatibility range for both of these devices. The Vinci X has a coil that goes all the way up to 80 watts with the new release of the Drag S and Drag S, still using the same PNP style coils. So I don't know. I don't know where I sit on here. I think I still prefer the small Vinci over the Vinci X. But you guys tell me. Let me know what you think of these two devices. Now, before I do leave, I'll give a quick shout out to Secret Bunker Vapor. These two juices are what I'm vaping on today. So I have Aquabee in the Vinci X and the Monster Bee. Can you see that there? Monster Bee in the little Vinci. Trying those two new flavors out today and really enjoying them while I've been testing out these devices. They really do capture the true essence of the energy drinks they're named after. The Aqua Bee, you would have seen the Red Bee featured in my previous videos. It's not quite as cold as I had expected it to be. You know, the online description says that it's as if someone had left the window open on a -30 degree day. It's not nearly as icy cold as I had expected, but it is still a very good energy drink juice. So if energy drink is up your line, well then go check out Secret Bunker Vapor and check out their line. That's enough of me for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, please like, please share, and please subscribe to my videos. I'm an independent reviewer, and all of the money for these devices comes out of my own pocket. If you think it's a good idea that I might start a Patreon group, let me know. I'd be more than happy to set one up. If you guys want to throw a couple of dollars here and there my way, that'd definitely be much appreciated. So leave a link, leave a comment in the description. Wow, not that. Leave a comment in the comments section down below and let me know what you think. Otherwise, We'll chat to you all soon. See you guys. Keep vaping.